going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel now. Today, we've got India versus Sri Lanka in the third ODI. Look, Sri Lanka come away with a win. I mean, India had 5 debutants. They had already won the series. I don't think they really gave a fuck if they won or lost. Of course, you always want to win. But I guess the third game, they could try out a few things, try out a few players. Let's go through the 5 debutants. All right, hold on. Player of the series, Suryakumar Yadav, extremely consistent with the bat. Good to see him. Obviously made his debut this series, ODI debut, so he played fucking great, if I'm going to be honest. And, I mean, I've been a big fan of Yadav through the IPL, and now he gets to prove himself on the big stage. You love to see it. Player of the match, Avishka Fernando, my favourite Sri Lankan player. I don't know too many of them, but he would absolutely be my favourite. I'd love to see him in the IPL soon. 76 off 98. He was incredible. He's been great all series, to be honest. But let's go through the 5 debutants. So we had was it Samson's debut? Hold on. Well, obviously it was Nitish Rana, Krishnappa Gautam. So that's 2. Rahul Chahar, that's 3. Chetan Sakaraya was the 4th. Now, was Navdeep Saini a debutant, or was it Sanju Samson? I think it was Sanju. I really think it was Sanju. Hold on. I've got my phone here. I just want to make sure I get this right, because then I sound like a dickhead. Sanju Samson, ODI. Yep, so it was Sanju Samson was the 5th debutant. It wasn't Navdeep Saini. Of course, I knew Saini had played before. I don't know why I thought that. But hey, Sri Lanka had the 2 debutants as well. Was it... who? I don't even know who debuted for them, to be honest. I think Ramesh Mendes might have been a debutant, and I think Dasmantha Chamira or Praveen Jayawikrama might have been the debutant. I can't remember, to be honest. But of course, it rained a little bit. The overs got cut down to 47. It didn't really make a difference because India set a pretty weak total of 225. Prithvi Shaw started off great again. But you just want to see Prithvi go on and make an 80 plus. I mean, he looks so capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and just fucking dominating for the whole day. He looks like Prithvi. I love watching Ravi Shastri Jr., aka Prithvi Shaw, but he always seems to get to a 45, a 50, and then he just plays an average shot, or he just ends up losing a bit of touch. I mean, he looked on early. He was playing some incredible shots. He played this one shot right down the ground that he just stood there. It was a half tracker, and he just stood and absolutely smacked the fuck out of it down the ground. Incredible stuff. It really got my juices flowing watching that. The skipper, Shikhar Dhawan, of course, went out early for 13. I mean, this has been a successful captaining debut for Shikhar Dhawan. He batted well in the first 2 games. I think he's captained very well with bowling changes and lineup. So, go shout out to Shikhar. Sanju Samson on debut took the gloves as well. A nice 46 off 46. I mean, Prithvi and Sanju really started to get a nice partnership going. And then this man, Praveen Jayawikrama. I'll say that again. Praveen Jayawikrama. If you haven't heard of him, you have now. He bowled incredibly well. I mean, I had no clue who the fuck this guy was until this series, and the pitch suited him. He bowled incredibly well. Who else is here? So Manish Pandey, 11. I mean, it's hard to see Manish Pandey now getting a spot in the squad in the future for any team. It's unfortunate, but I think this could be the end of Manish Pandey in international cricket, which is unfortunate. I know that a lot of people aren't Manish Pandey's biggest fan, but he has had a very solid career, and I think he'll be a very good IPL player going forward, obviously. I don't think there'll be any more international cricket for Manish Pandey or any World Cup spots. So, unfortunate, but he had his chance to prove himself, and he just let himself down here. Suryakumar Yadav, of course, the man of the series, another 40. Hardik Pandya went out to the man Jayawikrama. It was a great delivery to Pandya. 19 off 7. Nitish Rana, it's unfortunate to go out for 7. Krishnapa Gautam out for 2. They really got on a roll here. When Jaya Wickrama, you thought, there's one spinner. And then this man, Dananjaya, he decides he's going to come on and take wickets as well. So, unfortunate. Rahul Chahar, 13 off 25. Of course, he replaced his brother. We love the Chahar brothers here. We've been supporting them since the IPL. Yeah, so, we love that. Deepak Chahar, of course. Navdeep Saini, 15 off 37. And Chetan Sakurai not out, none off 1. So, the scorecard, we're going to call him a killer. 3 for 44 off 10. Chamira, 2 for 53 off, 2 for 55 off 8. No one cares about that. Jaya Wickrama, this is the man who impressed me. He bowled a tight line. There was a stumping that he got early. Who was it on? There was a stumping that he got that was in like a really beautiful delivery. I think it was to get Manish Pandya. He just bowled it out really wide, and then he made Manish Pandya have to come out and try and play the shot. Stumped, gone. It was a brilliant delivery, and that's when I knew this guy is not here to fuck around. He is here to win, and he did. He probably bowled them into a win, to be honest. He took great wickets with Danajaya. But now we get into Sri Lanka. They had a total of 226 to get the dub. Avishka Fernando, as I spoke about, I loved watching him play. He hits a beautiful pull shot. He hits a beautiful cover drive. And a beautiful little cut shot that he played as well. So, we love seeing that for Fernando. Banuka, 7. Rajapaksa, Pakska, however you say this man's name. I'm not even going to bother. Banuka, Rajapaksa, whatever. Him and Fernando built a nice little partnership there. They got about 100-run partnership and then lost a wicket there. Dahanya De Silva, it's probably not how you say his first name, but I don't care. 2 off 9. Asalanka, 24 off 28. Shanaka, Adak, Ramesh Mendez, 15 not out. Chamika Karunaratne. Obviously, okay. English. He made plenty of runs in those first 2 games. They relied on a lot of their runs to come from Karunaratne. But only a 3 this time. And then a killer Danajaya at 5 off 2. So Sri Lanka come away with a win. I mean, of course, this is India's B team, India's C team almost. So you really can't read a lot into it for India. I mean, they still won the series with their B team. Yeah, look, I mean, you have to give credit, though, to Sri Lanka. They batted well, they bowled well. Avishka Fernando and Rajapaksa, or whatever you say his name, built a great partnership there. Asalanka came in and played an anchor role. Some runs from Ramesh Mendez. So, look, across the field, Sri Lanka look like they're a competitive team, which is more than... I wanted to see for Sri Lanka what their team is looking like nowadays. And, I mean, they're okay. I think something that we should start doing is scheduling Sri Lanka versus Ireland or Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe. I don't think they're in the top tier teams, but I would love to see a Sri Lanka start playing more games against an Ireland, a Scotland, a Namibia, a Papua New Guinea, a fucking a Bangladesh. I think they would be a lot more competitive games instead of having them play these Indias, Australias, Englands, because they get fucking spanked every time. When they're against the best teams. We have a look at the bowling figures. Navdeep Saini, none for 27 off 5. Chetan Sakurai, 2 for 34 off 8. He bowled great. Rahul Chahar bowled great. I mean, it was a brilliant pitch for spinners. 3 for 54 off 10. Krishnapa Gautam, 1 for 49 off 8. Dick Pandya, 1 for 43 off 5. And Nitish Rana, none for 10 off 3. So, hey, that is going to cap it off. I know that they're going to play some T20s. Yep, 26th of July. What's the date now? 24th. So in 2 days, the T20 series starts. We will be covering all of that. Don't you guys worry. I've got you. I will be reviewing those games. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.